Hi, my name is Chris Bromley, and today I'm talking to you about the LSU pre-nursing program. Before we get started, it is important to note that the information in this presentation is about the Louisiana State University Baton Rouge pre-nursing program and is intended as information pertaining only for students applying to the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing in the future. We may also interchangeably refer to it in this video as the LSU Nursing School. If you are wanting to eventually apply to another school's nursing program, you must contact a representative at that school to see what classes you need for that school and when you need to transfer there, as the courses and information we will discuss today are only guaranteed to count towards the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing. While students may pursue a pre-nursing major on the LSU Baton Rouge campus, the degree in nursing is not offered on the LSU Baton Rouge campus. Students will earn their Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree from the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing. The LSU School of Nursing is housed at the LSU Health Sciences Center in New Orleans, Louisiana. Pre-nursing students who wish to pursue a traditional Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree must complete the appropriate prerequisites at LSU Baton Rouge and earn the necessary grades and GPA in those prerequisites that we will outline in this video in order to be eligible to apply to the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing in the future. So, when do students apply to the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing? An applicant must complete 37 hours of her required prerequisite courses. Of the 37 required prerequisites, 16 hours of prerequisites must be completed prior to the application deadline and appear on the applicant's official transcript. The remainder of the 21 hours must be completed prior to starting at the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing. So it's okay if they are in progress when they submit their application, as long as they are completed before they start nursing school. The 16 hours of prerequisite courses needed to apply to the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing Traditional Bachelor of Science degree are English 1001, Math 1021, Chemistry 1201, Biology 1201, Biology 1208, and Psychology 2000 for a total of 16 credit hours. Students need the 16 credit hours of prerequisite courses completed with a 3.0 minimum GPA, B- or higher in the science courses, and C- or higher in non-science courses before they can apply to the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing. However, the higher the GPA above a 3.0 that a student can get, the more competitive their application will be for getting into the LSU nursing school. Students need to work on meeting these 16 hours of prerequisite courses before working on completing the remainder of the additional 21 hours of courses. However, students may not be able to complete all 16 hours in their first semester if they haven't met the requirements to do so for each specific course. More will be explained in the upcoming slides for courses that have specific requirements. The remainder of the 21 hours of courses that are necessary in order for students to complete before they can start at the LSU Nursing School are English 2001, Sociology 2001, 3 hours of any general education art as listed in the LSU General Catalog, 6 hours of general education humanities courses as listed in the LSU General Catalog, Psychology 2070, and Biology 1011. Students need these 21 credit hours of courses completed with a 3.0 GPA, a B- or higher in Biology 1011, and a C- or higher in all non-science courses before they can start at the LSU Nursing School. So they may actually still be in progress in any of these 21 hours of courses when they submit their application, which is fine as long as they are completed before they start school at LSU Nursing School in New Orleans. These courses may be taken in any order the student wishes to take them. If a student has room on their schedule, they may also take a third general education humanities before they start at the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing. If they don't take it at LSU Baton Rouge, they have to take the third humanities once they get there. So it's best to take it now if they can. Keeping all these courses in mind, pre-nursing students will still have to make sure to complete their minimum CATS requirements each semester while they are at LSU in Baton Rouge. CATS stands for the Comprehensive Academic Tracking System and helps students to ensure they are maintaining minimal progress in their major. Each semester, students are typically expected to be enrolled at full-time status, which is a minimum of 12 credit hours. Included in these hours they take each semester, they must also be sure to take and complete the courses required for that semester's CATS requirements if they haven't already done so. The CATS requirements for pre-nursing are as follows. Semester 1, Math 1021 and English 1001 with grades of a C- or higher. Semester 2, Chemistry 1201 with a B- or higher. Semester 3, Biology 1201 with a B- or higher. Semester 4, Biology 1011 with a B- or higher. These courses are the minimum requirements each semester to be on progress towards a pre-nursing major. However, students are more than welcome to take multiple CATS courses together in one semester as long as they meet the requirements to do so. If a student already has incoming credit in these courses, they do not have to retake them. If a student doesn't take, has to drop, or doesn't make the appropriate grades in one of the CATS required courses for that semester they are enrolled, the student will be considered off track for one semester and will have to see an academic counselor to have the CATS hold removed. If a student doesn't take, has to drop, or doesn't make the appropriate grades in one of the CATS required courses for a second semester in a row, the student will be considered off track for a second consecutive semester and will have to either change their major or appeal to keep their major as pre-nursing, since it means they are not making the minimum critical requirements for making appropriate and timely progress towards their degree. As an LSU pre-nursing student, there are certain scheduling considerations with certain pre-nursing courses that a student will take during their time at LSU Baton Rouge. Let's review those now. In order to schedule Chemistry 1201 for an upcoming semester, students must first have credit earned in Math 1021 with a P for pass credit, or they must have a grade of a C- or higher in Math 1021, or they must be enrolled in Math 1021 and are wanting to schedule Chemistry 1201 for the upcoming semester. In other words, Math 1021 and Chemistry 1201 can't be taken together in the same semester. When the pre-nursing student is ready to schedule Chemistry 1201, the student will need to let the pre-nursing counselor know which section of Chemistry 1201 they want to take so that she can override the student into that specific course and section number. The reason that students can't add this on their own is because for all other majors at LSU, students must be enrolled in trigonometry or calculus in order to take Chemistry 1201. However, since the only math class that the LSU Nursing School requires as a prerequisite course is Math 1021, we don't make students take a higher level math just so they can take the chemistry. So we will do a special override of students into the chemistry course once they request it. In order to schedule Biology 1201, students must have a 23 or higher composite on the ACT or an 1130 or higher composite on the SAT. If they meet these requirements, they may schedule Biology 1201 on their own. If they don't, then just like Chemistry 1201, they must first have earned credit in Math 1021 with a P for pass credit, or they must have a grade of a C- or higher in Math 1021, or they must be enrolled in Math 1021 and are wanting to schedule Biology 1201 for the upcoming semester. When the pre-nursing student is ready to schedule Biology 1201, the student will need to let the pre-nursing counselor know which section of Biology 1201 they want to take so that she can override the student into that specific course and section number. Once a student has Biology 1201 added to their schedule, they may then add themselves to Biology 1208, which is the corresponding lab course. In order for students to take English 2001, they must be coded as pre-nursing students and have also completed English 1001. In order for students to take Psychology 2070, they must first have completed Psychology 2000. As previously mentioned, there are 3 hours, which is 1 course, required of a Gen Ed Art, and 6 to 9 hours, which is 2 to 3 courses, required of Gen Ed Humanities courses. To access what courses are considered as a general education art and what courses are considered as a general education humanities, students may access this information by going to catalog.lsu.edu, then click on the most recent catalog year, followed by the general education component of undergraduate education, and then click on either Roman numeral 3 for the Gen Ed Art list or Roman numeral 4 for the Gen Ed Humanity list. Not all students have incoming credit before they start LSU, but if they do, it's important to know the following information. The LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing will recognize up to a combined 9 hours accelerated program, AP, and CLEP coursework. 9 hours of advanced standing credit will be recognized if earned from the college/university. In order to determine what classes students need to take for pre-nursing, it's pretty simple, and students have a lot of flexibility. Let's look at this now. When determining what classes to schedule for an upcoming semester, first, the students should write down what their CAT's critical requirements are for that semester, unless they have already completed them. Next, the students should write down any courses that are a part of the 16 hours of prerequisites needed in order to apply to the LSU Nursing School that they haven't already completed, as long as they meet the requirements to take the courses. Step 3 is to write down any additional courses that are part of the remaining 21 hours of prerequisite courses that they need to complete before starting. Finally, the students should schedule those courses they have written down once their priority scheduling date opens. Students should take anywhere from 12 to 16 hours a semester, but no more. If students need assistance with scheduling a certain course, contact the pre-nursing advisor for assistance. Now, no one wants to ever talk about having to retake a course, but sometimes it happens. So it's important to know the rules for this for pre-nursing students here at LSU. If a student makes a D or an F in a course, they may repeat the course only 1 time. If they fail to make the required grade the 2nd time, they are no longer eligible to apply to the LSU Nursing School. If a student feels they will make a D or F in a course, it is important to talk with a counselor as soon as possible about their options, including trying to bring up the grade in the course and resources to do so, or if necessary, dropping the course with a W grade by the drop deadline for the semester they are taking the course. Unlike some majors, W grades will not negatively impact the student's chances of getting accepted into the LSU Nursing School. Now, if a student makes a final grade of a C in that course that a B is required, students should contact the nursing advisor at the end of the semester in order to get re-added to that course for the next upcoming semester. A fun fact is that pre-nursing students are the only group of students on the LSU Baton Rouge campus that are allowed to retake courses they make a C in. So a common question is, how long can students expect to be at LSU in Baton Rouge before they move on to the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing? The answer is that pre-nursing students will be on the LSU Baton Rouge campus approximately 1 to 3 semesters, which is about 1 to 1.5 years. If and once the student is accepted into the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing, they will spend 3 years there, regardless of how much time it took them to complete their prerequisites at LSU Baton Rouge. So in total, a student will spend approximately 4 to 5 years in school to earn their Bachelor of Science in Nursing, also known as a BSN degree. Once they graduate with their BSN degree, they will take the NCLEX, which is a national licensing exam in order to become a registered nurse, also known as an RN. The first-time pass rate on the NCLEX for students at the LSU Nursing School is over 98%. Students can apply to the LSU Nursing School twice a year, every January and every August. If a student applies by the January 15th deadline and are accepted to the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing, they will start the following August. If they apply by the August 1st deadline and are accepted, they will start the following January. So what are your chances of getting accepted? Approximately 140 to 150 students apply each semester, and approximately 105 to 110 students are accepted each semester. If you don't get accepted on your first try, don't worry, you can always reapply for that next semester. The minimum GPA in order to apply is a 3.0 on the 16 hours of prerequisite courses, but the average GPA of students accepted is in between a 3.4 and a 3.5 on these courses. The minimum HESI exam score, which is the exam needed to apply, is an 80%, but the average HESI score of students accepted is approximately an 85%. It's also important to have a good interview and strong written statement, but the interview and written statement won't be required until after the application deadline. The LSU Nursing School will contact students about the written statement and interview when it is time to do them. The LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing has its own financial aid department. So just because a student has a loan, grant, or scholarship here at LSU in Baton Rouge, it does not mean that they will get this at the LSU Nursing School, and they will need to apply there separately to request to receive financial aid if it is needed. One of the only exceptions is for Louisiana students on the TOPS award. TOPS can apply both to the pre-nursing program at LSU in Baton Rouge and the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing, but students only get 8 semesters total of TOPS between both schools, so make sure to use it wisely. For this slide, please make sure to take a screenshot of it so you'll have these important websites. These websites include the LSU Nursing School application information page and the LSU Nursing School admission criteria page. Besides reviewing both websites on the admissions criteria page, make sure to pay particular attention to item number 3, which has all the important information about the HESI A2 exam. In order to apply to the LSU Nursing School, in addition to completing the appropriate prerequisite courses and making necessary grades and GPA in those courses, students are also responsible for reviewing, understanding, and completing all information on these websites in order to meet admission criteria and the application process for the LSU Health New Orleans traditional BSN degree. Please note that meeting minimum requirements does not guarantee admission. The LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing is a highly rated and competitive school of nursing located within a health sciences center. National rankings include being ranked the following: number 9 among best nursing schools in the United States, number 4 among best public nursing schools in the United States, number 3 among best nursing schools in the Southeast region. For any questions about the LSU pre-nursing program at LSU in Baton Rouge, please contact the LSU pre-nursing advisor. For questions about the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing, please contact the LSU Health New Orleans School of Nursing recruiter. Their information is on the screen here. Thank you for reviewing this presentation on the LSU pre-nursing program. Go Tigers!